I mean, 13's long been known for being unlucky.
Well, I even green cars, and I chanced it at Dover a few years ago, and I painted a car 13 with green on it, and a piece of lead fell out of another car in practice and went through my radiator and put me in a wall, broke my shoulder.
Wow.
So I decided maybe I pushed it a little too far.
Yeah. I saw that video of that, and I was like, man, that guy has had some bad luck.
That wasn't even the worst one. The Rockingham was the worst.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I can get over with the crashes and the stuff like that. It's the fines and the monetary values that they get me with that cost me more than the crashes.
And it's not really the crash; it's the sudden stop that's the problem.
Yeah, that's true. That
like
one was.
I don't know if the thing we was talking about with Phil is years ago, the last race at Rockingham, and you can Google it and it'll come up.
Gosh.
But I flipped down the back straightaway. We were on older tires, and tires is always a big deal. And Joe Nemechek and Brendan Gaughan was coming up running side by side behind me. I was on older tires. I didn't have a chance to pit yet. So I pulled down low on a track coming off of 2 to give him the outside. Well, I guess Brendan tapped Nemechek and turned him down, and he hit me in the right rear, and it turned me straight into the wall on the back straightaway. And the Rockingham's wall is not 90 degrees with the racetrack. It's 90 degrees with the ground.
Yeah.
And so there's banking. So my right front tire just climbed up the wall, and I flipped over my driver's door. So I slid down pretty much the length of the back straightaway on my driver's door. And those were the small cars that we have, and unlike the COT cars. So about 6 to 8 inches off of my head was the racetrack as I'm sliding. The sparks are coming off the A-post, hit me in the visor, and all I can smell is the fuel dumping out of the carburetor.
Oh, man.
And I knew there was a recipe for a barbecue, and I knew exactly what the meat was.
Yeah. I know. And you're thinking with every spark, that's a little piece of metal going away from the car. So I'm getting closer.
And like I said, you just imagine, you could see the asphalt sliding at least about 8 inches away from your head, and you're just sliding on it, and you're like, uh-oh. This could not, and then it started barrel rolling. Then I felt okay when it started rolling.
Yes.
And then when it stopped, it was kind of on its side, kind of upside down, but all of the weight on our cars is pretty much on the left side. I was ready to get out quickly. I pulled the steering wheel off, and we have quick releases on the steering wheels. So when I pulled this thing off to be able to get out of the car, because it was on the side, the car rolled back on its wheels and slammed down on its wheels. Well, I took the steering wheel, and it jammed me through the legs because I had it in my hand then. I was like, it didn't go through them. It just bounced off of them. That was more painful than the other part of the wreck.
Sure. So
and then when I tried to get out, the roof, the halo bar was low, so I couldn't get out of the car immediately. But I came out, and the pit crew guy over from, I think it was Billy Johns with Penske, was pitted right beside of us. And one of them told my now wife, we might have been married then, or maybe we won't. But anyway, he thought, oh, it's okay. He flew out the car. So she thought that I flew out the car. I got out quickly. She thought that I got launched out the back straightaway somewhere.
And,
choice of words.
That car, the picture of that car is what I used for the thumbnail. Hopefully that wasn't too painful for you. But
oh no. I figured
that
you gotta make the best out of it. I was so happy. I didn't care how bad the car was tore up. I was so happy that the barbecue was canceled.
Yes.
And I got out of the infield care center. I think was it Jeannie Velasco or somebody that used to do pit reporting? She asked me. She said, "Carl, tell us about it. When did you know you was in trouble?" I said, well, when you left turn 2 and all you could see was 2 big guys eating chicken in the grandstands, you knew this was going to be a bad day. And that kind of went viral over the TV stuff, and DW had people telling him, y'all got to support this kid, And so we had a lot of fan support that helped me get back to the racetrack. And that was, I think we had probably 2,000 or 3,000 people send in $10, $20, $100, you name it.
Yeah.
And I was able to go buy another car from Kyle Petty and keep back racing.
There you go. And then you was able to buy a race team. So how about that?
It come on later. I've always somehow or another had a race car. Started with a Volkswagen Beetle. So
yeah.
Every Monday evening at 7 o'clock to Racing Roots with Ham. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next episode.